Alright, Scary Bob here. This is the second matchup between All-In and Inversion in the NS2 Launch Tournament Finals. What we have here is we had, unfortunately, Inversion lost the first round due to an unfortunate bug. They were trying to get an arc push coming from Tramhub to attack the alien hive and warehouse, and there's a bug that prevents arcs from moving from here to basically up this pathway here. So they unfortunately put a lot of resin there and lost that one, called the game out here. We have a semi-favorable response here, probably a little bit more for aliens since Marines started in server room. That's a typically tough position to start out in. Inversion going for, so still no second hive. A lot of these teams are going straight for quick RTs and looks like dual gorges here. Let's see, All-In going for Mines quick. Inversion looks like he took a little damage probably from Carnage and Billy while going into warehouse here. It looks like they want to keep their eyes on, see what they're doing there. Actually, Marines are just bypassing this whole warehouse and ore processing, going straight to repair room. I'm not sure if the aliens figured. They figured that, you know, usually Marines go in a circular pattern around the map getting RTs. And so Dust and Tempest are basically camping warehouse to catch those Marines off guard. Of course, and Garfu taking the RT down in Mezzanine, and Tempest goes down, but Dust does barely get away. Almost gets sniped by it today. Rantella, she has to run here because she's going to die quick against ADHD. She can't escape, and she's probably going to go down there, yeah. Unfortunate gorge loss early. You can usually afford gorge losses early, but it's not something you want to make a habit of doing. ADHD taking down the RT down here in logistics. That looks like Tempest is coming in and clean him up. But Marines starting out with some very aggressive play, pushing from server all the way down to repair room, and essentially ignoring the top part of the map and just getting pressure on the south part where the aliens are. So typically in these, when both teams spawn not near like server warehouse, but as opposing each other, sort of like in a north-south pattern, so what happens is the Marine team will take, say, the north part of the map. In this case, the aliens will take the south part. And you can usually tell which team is doing better by how much of this middle ground they can test. Typically, Marines get this up early because it's much easier for them to get up those early RTs. Repair room second hive has been dropped, so Inversion is not going for the carapace early strategy. A lot of these competitive teams, especially next one, All-In, have been doing today. But instead going for the second hive, which is more traditional. Usually an early second hive drop is what these competitive teams do, but now they're going for at least 1 to 2 extra RTs built, so up to 3. Interesting to see EDAC if he'll push into observation and kill that RT, but Garfu, Rantella, and Gorgeous trying to protect this hive drop now that All-In knows the hive is here. They do clear it out, but the hive is only about a little bit over a third grown, 40%. Before the Marines see it's there. Phase tick is up, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some phase to maybe ore processing and this elevator transfer or even tram hub. Tram hub would probably be a great place to put a phase gate for Marines. That's what Inversion did last round, and they were going to try to arc push with that, but that didn't work. Actually, it looks like they're instead going for a observation phase gate, so this is also a very good place to put a phase gate to put pressure on shipping. Dust looks like the one who takes out EDAC, but EDAC has put quite a bit of mines on the ground here, and Dust has to spend his time dodging the mines just to get close to EDAC, and it doesn't work for him. So that's the power of mines. Even if the mines don't kill the skulk, they force good skulks to basically have to try to bite while in the air from the ceiling to kill these Marines, and it's just doesn't work out well. Marines can just snipe them from a distance, and the phase gate does go down in observation. Looks like that tried to get assist there just in time to detonate these mines. So it looks like it's going to clear out that mine and probably the other one before the assist gets killed. Yeah, there goes that mine. So good assisting by Revicor here as the commander for aliens, for Inversion. Tempest goes down to Cult, so that phase gate is probably going to get up. A lot of scans going on, so definitely trying to get scans to get Cult to know what's going on. Unfortunately, when the infestation overgrows the phase gate there, you can't build it. So he has to wait for that infestation row, so it just buys enough time for Dust to get in and clean him out. So EDAC is going to come, maybe a little bit too aggressive observation, but great job by Revicor to basically prevent, clear out those mines and prevent Marines from getting that phase gate up. Dust trying to take out Edak, but he goes down there, so we might still see this phase gate up. I'd love to see another, like, 2 assists just to prevent that phase gate from being built. Marines currently winning the res game, but Inversion is not bad far behind. 4 RTs is not a bad haul to get for RT's early game. But unfortunately, this phase gate looks like it's going to go up. In observation, they get pretty much the whole team there, so I suspect we should see a shipping push right now. Clear. Looks like Edict's going to go for the RT first. Tempest has gone lurk, so Inversion's been known for having quite a few good lurks. Tempest being one of them, Dust being another. Gorgeous occasionally does lurk, but he's probably only about maybe the second or third best on their team. Typically, Tempest and Dust are the best lurks in their team. So all in, looks like they're just grouping up. Garfield's going around the north part of the map trying to kill these Marine RTs. If he can keep those RTs down, he'll be doing a fine job. So, well, Tempest, Dust, and Retology. Retology is should be commended. She's a very good Gorge on Team Inversion, probably their top Gorge. Maybe an S2. She does a very good job of situational awareness and getting things down and making sure to defend the appropriate points and doing a decent amount of battle gorging. Unfortunately, there's only so far you can take being a Gorge, and as we saw earlier, she did go down early as a Gorge. Unfortunately, just by yourself against a Marine who knows how to shoot well, you're going to get hurt. And now with Weapons 1 and Armor 1 going up, the All-In has some firepower that I can now put on the side there. But both Dust and Tempest are doing a good job of just forcing the Marines back here. They can't even get to the South Tunnels area. They're also doing a good job of Dustless detonating those mines, so if mines are the bane of skulks, lurks are the bane of mines. So Carnage trying to get a phase gate up in Warehouse too. At this point, I mean, All In has 3 RTs built in 3 buildings, so they can get back the res advantage. They've cleared out observations, so dropped Inversion down to 3 RTs, but that's enough for to see Gorgeous is probably going to go fade on that. Maybe Garfield too, so expect to see in about 3 minutes or so Garfield and Gorgeous to go fade. Early Onos dropped give to Dust, so Dust apparently went down as a lurk. I didn't catch that earlier, but he's gone Onos. It's a pretty common strategy with these competitive teams. The big problem with this for aliens here is that, as you can see, the Marines can stand here right in this nicely protected hallway and just shoot the hive. Unfortunately, they're not doing enough damage to actually out DPS Revocor's healing at the hive there, but ADHD and Billy sneaking into logistics try to kill this RT, which is already heavily damaged, only about 56%. Rantology doing her best to just kind of stay alive and hopefully get in there and heal that hive. Carapace is Karen Leap are up for all in or Inversion, so they have some pretty decent damage. And Weapons 2 is going up for all in, so all in will have basically pretty good combat versus fades with shotguns, Weapons 2, and Armor 1. And I'd prefer to see Weapons 3 to fight off these Onos here. We have a two armory blocking here to prevent this Onos from coming in. It's a good spot to put armories because the Marines can just stand up here and shoot the Onos from a distance. And this armory blocks that Onos from going on. As you see, it took about 40% damage before you had to retreat there. So good all-in army blocking placement there. Looks like there was a little combat in Warehouse. Almost took down the RT, but did get the phase gate down, so. Ooh, all ADHD going down to Dusk, and Rantology and Dusk are doing a nice Gorge Onos combo here, but unfortunately these armories are in the good place to protect him. Let's see Edak maybe to go in there and maybe shoot him out a bit more. They trap another armory there, so All In's doing a good job of keeping these armories up to block this Onos, but the Onos sneaks around the side there and gets past it, so unfortunately it wasn't enough. And All In is going to lose this phase gate down here. They did drop Warehouse instead. We see Garfu, and it looks like Gorgeous has enough res to go fade. Probably should see after his next death. He'll probably head over to be fade here then. And with that, I mean, pretty much all the all the Inversion players will have gone higher life forms, so that'll be All In will be in a bit trouble there. They've let aliens get ore processing too, so aliens up to 4 RTs. All In has 6, but they need to do a little bit better job of killing these higher life forms. Killing that Onos would be great. Taking down one of these Fades would be good too, but Goffrey currently and Tempest currently working on this phase gate in warehouse, and ADHD is trying to save it, but he's just going to go down. Carnage and Colt looks like they're trying to get a phase gate up in Beacon, so Beacon looks like the base, so they're not going to get that phase gate up, and Dusk is just come up and clean out that base. They do save warehouse, so they need to keep warehouse up as long as they want to get something like jetpacks. And it looks like they got the proto dog and the advanced armor is up, so it looks like they're probably going for jetpacks. But that phase gate is almost dead, unless they drop another one or get welders or a Mac over there. I don't think they have any of those anytime close. They're just going to lose that phase gate. Is they going to save it? Nope, and the phase gate goes down.
Command station under attack.
So All In getting trapped in server room, which is the position you don't want to be in if you start in server room. This is sort of the problem with server room, and pretty much all the other spawns, warehouse and shipping being the other ones. Even if you lose like your expansions there, you still have your main base is still pretty well positioned on the map. Server room is just too far out to the top right here. At best, you can contest elevated transfer and warehouse, but you're giving aliens the south and west part of the maps basically as full things. And Gorgeous has gone Fade. All In is in quite a bit of trouble here, so Billy going in there, maybe try to save this RT, but he goes down, and All In or Inversion has dropped the 3rd hive in elevator transfers, so All In is just getting bottled up in server room, which is unfortunately what happens a lot of cases you spawn in server room. Did try to do a little expansion using phase gates, but it didn't really work out well for them, and looks like they're just going to go down to 1 RT. Maybe getting the platform back up, but going to lose Mezzanine. ADHD and Billy are probably going to die to this Dusk, Tempest, Fade, Lurk combo, or Onos Lurk combo. Dusk, look at that lurking by Dusk. It looks like he's just like biting all over, what was that, Carnage's face there until he was just dead. So though Inversion lost the last round, it was more due to an unfortunate bug, and right now they're showing that we're the one who won first place in the qualifying tournament, so we deserve to. We're going to show you how we did that, and they've dropped warehouse too. So I mean, they got this proto lab up, but there's nothing they can do about it. They can't get any jetpack or extra research. So you see, All In's pushing it into weapons 3. That's pretty much what they need at this point to even have a chance to come back. They need to kill these higher life forms. I mean, bunch up, kill a Fade, kill a Lurk, kill an Onos. That's what they need to do. You see there, Gorgeous just comes in and basically snipes Edict even under the fire of All In players from the north of platform. Unfortunately, at this point, All In is in very much trouble, and Dusk comes flying in to help clear it out, and that was just a massacre. At this point, I think All In is pretty much done. They've gone 3 IPs, so they know they're dying a lot, so they're getting those IPs up, but all those aliens are pushing in the base. No ball bombs, so we just have the Onos going there with Rantology doing their best to heal up everything. And what we have here is we have Revicor has assisted into server room, dropped 4 Crags and a shift just to make a little miniature healing base in server. I don't think it's going to be necessary to win. They just took the power out, and there's only 3 Marines left alive. And it looks like Inversion's going to take the 2nd round there, so a pretty solid win by Inversion. They lost the first one, but they've shown that they're not going to lose this one. They're still in this tournament.